Okay, first video, good morning. This is really amazing. Paul experienced a drastic, deadly peril. He almost dead, like deadly. He said he struggled so much. He said, 2 Corinthians 1:9, indeed, we felt like we have received the sentence of death. Look at that. For we were so, verse 10, verse 8, for we were so utterly burdened beyond our strength that we despair of life itself. What he experienced of the affliction in Asia. This is definitely a lot of persecution. You know, Paul gone through a lot of hardship, as incredible oppression, persecution upon his life. And what I want to bring out is that he said, indeed, we felt like received the sentence of death, but that was to make us rely not on ourselves, but on God who raises the dead. But rely on God who raises the dead. So what kind of God do we rely on? The kind of God that we rely on is the God who raises the dead. It's not sinking in the dead, but raise the dead. You know, this is really fascinating, the way he pivoted from the persecution of deathly, feeling dead, that sentence, to calling it as the reason for God allowing this is so that he can rely on God more. Have you ever wondered how this theology come about? If you got this theology, you will never complain or groan or moan of hardship, because the way it is pivoted is that the sufferings we go through in the name of Christ are not on our own foolishness, but in the name of Christ. It's really so that to make us not rely on ourselves, but on God. You see how much God actually uses sufferings to remove our self-sufficiency. You got that? To take away self-dependence, to take away our reliance on our own selves, and so that we can rely on God. Wow. So this is a sort of we've heard this before, but it's just to really repeat that so that we get the perspective of life. Now, I just want to say that because God is doing that, it means God is deeply interested in our relational dynamics with Him, in our relationship with Him. To rely on God means our competence comes from God, not from ourselves. It's just going to be so liberating, so refreshing. Our lives are so much better. Amen.